one in store. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. On the Rams sideline is Sean McVay. His team making the long flight. Always difficult to play the 1 o'clock Eastern game when a West Coast team feels like it's 10 a.m. on their body clock. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. This guy's come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Oates and Joshua Carty will get it underway. Off we go through the rain here in South Philly. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up with.
Three-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
First down run, netted 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
On play action, here's Hurts. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. They send Brittany. Issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to 1 score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the 4th quarter, this thing's within 1 score. They're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week. Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no game.
He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Rams 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Rams.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama. There for the stop.
At the 42-yard line.
Off play action. It's Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for fourth down. To return, it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. They'll search for the first point of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Good. At the 30-yard line.
Now it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. And Jurgens guilty there.
Still 2nd down.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time, and it'll be 3rd down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Very good.
They'll run it here with signal. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. A ball deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield. Now let's check on the flag. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Here now, 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. one. Caught by Smith. And he will get into the end zone. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is first touchdown of the new year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. As this game unfolds, you get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Britton Covey now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. There you see Sean McVay, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Rams. His team heading back onto the field. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and got a fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Ethan Evans now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground is Barkley to start the drive. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
That was a nice looking grab. Really nice footwork there on the sideline to stay in bounds, but after all that, it's still not going to result in very much.
Off the play fake. Hurts. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. 3rd and 6.
No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And now it's 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Rams offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Stafford now to throw on first down. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
The motion man is Nakua. Stafford going to tap this one forward. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
That's good for a Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 4th down.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He gets it into the hands of Atwell. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He gets this complete, finding Adams. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, L.A.
It's a gain of 20.
The motion man is Nakua. First down, it is Williams. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
12-yard gain brings up.
We are through 1. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. We're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The motion man is Nakua. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Rams first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw is Stafford. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? A shotgun snap to Stafford. That is pulled in at the 5. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
For Rams, first down. 1st and goal, Rams.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield.
This one is caught in the end zone for a touchdown for now. There's a penalty flag back in the backfield.
Holding. Offense.
So holding is the call. And take that touchdown off the board. Now it is 1st and goal. Now it's Williams. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Williams gets it on the draw. And he'll take this to the 13.
After putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Nakua snags it over the middle.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's 2 guys that play tight in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win 3rd down one-on-one. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback, he can play H-back, he can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run after catch. I think he's a good going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. So I think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game, but he's going to keep teams honest with his ability to still contribute on all 3 downs.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Throwing is Hurts. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, They give it to Barkley, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. 3rd and long. Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. Off-balance throw, it's complete. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Man, what a big tough play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Trying the left side. Here goes Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. Rounds another catch for his favorite target. The second effort going to get him the 1st down. Looked like he might be stopped short, but he was able to break free and take it beyond the marker.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start, and this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
Now 1st down throw for Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a something. They were able to stop that play really before it got started. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Again, it's Stafford. That is brought in at the 10. And he's out of bounds. It would be a 1st down, however. There is a flag down. It looks like it is on the offense. Steve Avila, guilty that time. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Throwing again is Stafford. no problem. They pick it up on 3rd and long. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
A loss of 3 yards. It's 2nd down and goal.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun. They're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession. So on comes Joshua Party to try this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Party's kick is good. And the Rams are on the board just before halftime.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important. And give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of your own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be third.
Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
John Dotson was the intended receiver there, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open. He tries to lead his guy. Just puts a little too much in front of him.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The motion man is Nakua. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jalen Carter in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Stafford to the left side, and Adams has it. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. The Rams punting unit coming out. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Eagles offense trotting back out with their first involvement of this second half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Oh, right up the middle with Barkley. Oh, Barkley has fumbled. But this is taken in by a teammate.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
now 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts. Set up the screen out wide. It's Brown. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down. Not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
1st down.
When you run these quick smokes or tunnels, wide receiver screens, they go by a variety of names. When you throw the ball to your wide receiver behind the line of scrimmage, you're counting on the defense playing very soft and it's all going to be run after the catch. He's able to pick up enough here to bring up first down.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Hammering pitches there to bring him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down throw for Hurts. We'll try to set up the screen here with Shipley. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 22 yards the pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. To throw is Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Great, set.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. It brings up 4th down.
Y'all can't talk about basic.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This from 30 yards out. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Eagles go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Eagles offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And that is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Now Hurts gonna do it himself. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. And it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Landon Dickerson guilty on that one. Hurts now. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's second down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Brings up third down.
Third and long. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their third quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Rams offense ready to get back to work. They're in a 10-point hole, 13-3, as this drive starts with first down. Here's Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
A 7-yard gain. And the Rams first down. A gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the 43, here's second and 6. They'll go again here with Williams. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. The motion man is Nakua. He'll try to run it here with Cora. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get him back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You can just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. Rolling right. Taking off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Let's go. Deputy Timberwolf. Here's a designed run.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and a yard. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
They'll throw on 4th down with Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll give himself up after picking up the 1st down. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Dillon. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5.
At the Rams' 7-yard line.
Now Hurts.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and
Get to him. He goes down. There is a flag there on the play. I think that's going to be holding on the offense. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15.
Hey, let's go.
Here's Hurts. He's got it at the 7. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Hurts working in the pistol. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's Barkley. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. Loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock, keeping the ball on the ground? When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging. Because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Rams offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Stafford now. Well, over the middle, brought in by Allen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Atwell sent in motion here. 2nd down. It's Stafford. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. 3rd down, 3 to go. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Rams, 1st down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They run over center with Williams. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Eagles' 30-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. On first down, Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Ready.
They'll go with Williams. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. That one into the hands of Atwell. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's good.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make...
And he will score! Game on! Blake Corum. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On the ground, it's Barkley to stop the drive. And he looks past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
At the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run the counter with Barkley. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. He's marking there. And a 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Running here is Dillon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. To the outside, he's got Smith. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
A gain of 7.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Philadelphia. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. On second down, Hurts. It's the middle, and he's got ground. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Rams use their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hurts using the pop pass. Oh, great job anticipating the play. Running it down for no gain. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
They'll pitch it to Barkley. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Typically, I'm the first one to be screaming up here to keep your offense on the field, be aggressive and go for it. But I think at this stage of the 4th quarter, possessions are at a premium. I think you take this field goal, make it a 2-possession game, and I think now it's really hard for your opponent to have enough time to come back.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
No touch up.
Oh, the hard count looked like they got somebody to jump. If they did, they pick up the 1st down. So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Hurts down to a knee, and that will wrap this one up. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. So it's a win here for the Eagles. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.